Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel ServiceNow Universe. Today in this session we'll discuss a real-time requirement where the approver needs to be changed after the catalog item is submitted. Okay, so for that I have created one dummy catalog item here, ServiceNow Universe test catalog, and I have attached a flow here for that ServiceNow Universe test catalog flow. And we have three fields here: requester, description, and the approver. Once we submit this catalog item, the approver will get the approval will be triggered to the approver person who is added here. So let me show you the flow designer. First, it will be triggered when the catalog item is submitted, and then we'll get the catalog variables. We have three variables here: requester, description, and approver. But we want only approver. That's why we took approver here. And next, we have ask for approval activity, and here we are telling anyone approves, and the person who should approve is the approver added to the catalog item. And the requirement here is once the catalog item is submitted, the assigned to person of that RITM can be able to change the approver, and then the flow existing flow should be cancelled and a new flow should be triggered for that new approver. So let's see. Okay, let me add some description here, just a dummy description, and let me select some approver and let me submit this. So once I submit, the request is created. Let me open that request. And as the flow is attached to the RITM, let me open the RITM. And in the variables now we can see requester, description, and approver. Approver is able tutor, and if we scroll down here, the approval is generated to able tutor. Okay. Now we have created a button here called change approver. The assigned to person whoever this RITM is assigned to, he can come here and he can just click on this approver and he can change the approver to Abraham Lincoln. Okay, and then he can click on change approver. When when he clicks on change approver, right? So if we scroll down, the earlier approver able tutor is now cancelled. The state is cancelled for him, and the new approval will be generated for Abraham Lincoln. Okay, now how we have done that? So let me open the change approver UI action. Okay, so first what we did is we updated the current record because we have changed the variables. We have changed the variables Abraham Lincoln, so I have just updated that. Okay, and next, once after updating that, we need to cancel the existing approvals, right? So that's why I just queried sysapproval approval table, and for the current RITM, I have checked how many approvals are there. So all the approvals we have cancelled, the existing approvals. Okay, then after we cancel the existing approval, then we have cancelled, so we can see that here, right? This is the existing approval, we have cancelled that. Okay, next, once we cancel the existing approval, we have cancelled the flow context. Okay, so to cancel the flow context, we have this function, this FlowAPI.cancel function. For that, we need to pass the sysID of the flow here. Okay, sysID of the flow. That's why to get the sysID of the flow, we have to query this table, sysflow context. Okay, I think here's the table. Yeah, this is the table. Okay, so this is the current one. Okay, yeah, this is the first generated, and that is cancelled, and a new one is created for Abraham Lincoln. This is for able tutor, and this is for Abraham Lincoln. Now this is waiting for approval from Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Okay, now to cancel the first flow context, we have used flow API dot cancel function. Here we have queried that flow context table, and we have added the source record, that is nothing but the RITM record, and we have added the name of the flow here to identify if there are two flows triggering for the same RITM, then it should not cause the issue. That's why we have added the flow name here. Okay. Now we have queried that table, we have got that record, and we are canceling that record using flow API.cancel. Okay, so this first one is cancelled now. Okay, now the next one we should trigger, right? We should start the flow, and that should use the new variables like the approver, new approver. Here I have created one. This is a syntax actually. We have to create an object, and we need to add request item and table name. These are the inputs to the flow. If you go to the flow designer here, then this is the service catalog, right? This is the trigger, and here is the input. And here we can see we have four variables. We are passing the four variables here. So this is service now generated variables itself. So this request item record and table name, these two records, its label is table name, but its backend name is table underscore name. And here it is, label is requested item record, but backend name is request underscore item. So those variables we are passing here, request item and table name. Okay, and then we are using start flow function, where we are passing the backend name of the flow. If you go to the flows, this is the table sys hub flow. Okay, if we go to this ServiceNow universe test flow, if we scroll to the right, we have an internal name here, so we need to pass this internal name. So we have passed that internal name here, and we have passed the inputs we have generated. Okay, then after we pass that, it will create a new flow here. This flow will be created, but there is some issue here that it will not update the source table and the source record. Okay, that's why what we have done is, we have queried the sysflow context again. We have received the new context id, so we have queried the sysflow context with that new context id, and we have updated the source table and source record. Okay, now in this way, the first flow context is cancelled and the next flow context is waiting. Okay, now this is waiting. If I want, then I can change it again. Let me just go here, and I'll just change this, change the approver. Okay, and I'll just click on change approver. Now if we go to flow context, let me refresh this. Yeah, the earlier one is cancelled. Now the next one is created, and that is waiting. And if we go to the RITM in the approvers, okay, the previous approval request is cancelled and new approval request is created. Now if I approve this, the flow will end here. So I have approved this. If I go to flow context, now it is complete. Okay, so we can cancel the existing flow using the script, and we can start a new flow using the script. So I have used that in UI action, but we can use these functions in anywhere in the server side. Okay, so this is the requirement and how we can fix this. And here I have not added any condition to the change approval UI action, but we can add condition here to hide or show the change approval button based on some conditions. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video, and please like and share the video. And if you're not yet subscribed the channel, then please do subscribe. Thank you.